When you find yourself saying, it doesn't get any better than this, you need to be on your guard. Let's talk about that. When someone says it doesn't get any better than this, it's usually a sign that they feel like they've arrived, that they've reached a height where they can just sit back and relax and enjoy the fruit of their labor. Well, that's certainly where Solomon was in 1 Kings chapter 9 and 10. There he had completed the most magnificent temple and palace in history. He had completed projects to his heart's content. He had the blessing of God upon his life and his ministry. He had acquired horses, chariots, fleets of ships, tons of gold and silver and jewels. And he was the wisest man on the planet, so much so that people were coming from all over the known world to experience his wisdom. He could truly say it doesn't get any better than this. But as you're reading it, you keep wondering, how long can this be sustained? When is this going to come crashing down? And 1 Kings chapter 9 verse 6 gives us a hint to that. There it says this, "But if you turn aside from following me, you and your children, and do not keep my commandments, my statutes that I've given and set up before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I cut off Israel from the land that I have given them." It's like the author is giving us a clue to what's going to happen in chapters 11 and forward. And it's sad because it doesn't need to be that way. We're told in 1 Kings 9:4 that if Solomon will just keep walking before God in integrity, keep following his statutes and commandments, he will have God's blessing. It's a small thing to ask based upon all that God had given Solomon. But it's true of you and I too. Based upon all that God has blessed us with and done for us, walking before him in integrity, keeping his statutes and commandments is really a small thing to ask. And that's what I want you to contemplate this week. Based upon all God's given you, is it too big a thing to ask to just follow his statutes and his commands? Think on that this week, and I'll see you next week.